So I think I found the perfect replacement for people who really want the high brightness crystal sky, but love the form factor and the overall performance on the smart controller. Stick around. What's up? Welcome back, everybody. My name is Original Dobo, and here on my channel, I do drone and tech related content. So if that's at all interesting, definitely go ahead, hit that subscribe button before you leave this video. So the folks over at Thor's World Drones created like the most beast of an accessory for the smart controller. I actually have it over here. Let me grab it into frame. And yeah, this is the Lift Thor for the smart controller. And this thing is just boss. We're actually selling these over at DroneWorks, so if you're interested in one of these before I get done with this video, check out the link in the description below and just check out DroneWorks just in general, because if you don't want to pay, sales tax and all this crazy crap like Amazon's making you, we're going to be the next best solution. But this is made out of 100% aluminum and it's very well constructed, and it's not like the Lift Thor for the Evo. This thing is super premium and it's very well built with minimal tolerances. I mean, incredibly close tolerances. So it fits super snug on the smart controller with zero slop. It's super easy to get on and off of your smart controller if you're traveling, but I've just found leaving it on works just fine. Now I have it mounted up with a monitor. Now this monitor is sort of the shining star of this whole setup. This is the FieldWorld Master MA7U. Now they didn't just add U at the end of this just to make it sound fancy. That U means ultra bright. This monitor can get up to 2200 nits bright, which is insane, matching that of the Crystal Sky super high brightness. Actually, it's like 100 nits brighter than the Crystal Sky. Everything you've known to come and love of a field monitor is built in. You have focus peaking, you have false colors, zebras, you can flip, you even have histograms that you can bring up on the screen, which is really useful. Now, what I like about this setup is I have two screens now, essentially. I have a screen for my telemetry data, and then I have a screen where I can just have the visual of what the drone sees, or I can duplicate the screens and see both what the drone sees and the smart controller sees right on this monitor here. Now, this is not a touchscreen monitor, so you'll still need to use your touch input from your smart controller, but 2200 nits of brightness definitely doubles what the smart controller can output now currently, and it does make a big difference. Now, you may think, well, that's sort of overkill, but being in Florida and flying in the direct sunlight, I found this thing to be pretty useful. Another thing that's really nice is the batteries that this uses. They're using the standard Sony MP batteries, which these things are relatively affordable. They're like 38 bucks for the highest wattage. Now, this is the smaller battery. And just to give you an idea of what this battery is, this one's coming in at 2900 milliamp. Now I'm filming with my Ninja Atmos and I use the 7900 milliamp hour batteries. And for two of those, 38 bucks, which is still cheaper than that of the Crystal Sky monitors. Now I know what you're probably thinking. Okay, smart controller, this is $749 now due to all that crap's going on. Then you have the monitor. The monitor's not cheap. This is 349 bucks for this 2200 nit monitor. Now FieldWorld does offer monitors with 1000 nits of brightness, a little bit bigger, but for obviously a fraction of that cost, around the $180 mark. The MA5 is a pretty solid choice as well if you're wanting an external monitor. And then of course you have the Lift Thor bracket. This Lift Thor bracket is made out of 100% aluminum. It's very well machined. Like I said, the tolerances are very thin. And this is like 89 bucks. So you're looking at, about $1,100 right here to be able to compete with the Crystal Sky. You're probably thinking I'm crazy, but the whole reason why I did this is because the Crystal Sky monitors, while they're fantastic, they cannot output 1080p 60 frames per second to the monitor. The best they can do is 720p. And if I'm doing real estate and I want to, really see what I'm filming and understand possibly how I'm going to grade something, I want to have the best possible canvas to work with. And this allows me to get 1080p from here up into here at 60 frames per second. This monitor can actually handle 4K output. What's really cool about it is there is SDI input, and the battery life's pretty good. So on this little battery here, I'm able to get about I want to say 100 minutes, about an hour and a half on full brightness. That's full 2200 nits On the 7900 milliamp hour battery, I can go almost all day on a single battery at full brightness, flying, which is pretty solid. So all in all, I think this is a really awesome setup and I'm really happy with it, and it's totally elevated the way I'm flying. And I couldn't wait to share this with you guys because it's just so comfortable. The other thing I really love about this is the fact that the lanyard positioning is normal. It clips right here, so I can sort of keep it hanging here and be able to pinch. If you've ever flown with a tripod, there is also a tripod mount down here at the bottom, so you can actually spin this on a tripod or put a tripod mount. Like I use Manfrotto quick release plates, and you can put a quick release plate here at the bottom. Now there are some caveats to putting one of these on. Obviously, if you store your smart controller joysticks in here, it's a little bit of a pain in the neck to get them in and out. It is doable. I can get my sticks in and out of here. It just takes a little bit of finesse, and it's not obviously the most ideal situation, but getting this on and off is relatively easy. So I've never really had a concern with that. I did buy this adapter here additionally, so I can give myself a little bit better pitch and also be able to get my monitor on and off. Of course, I could probably get a shorter HDMI cord, but this one just works really well. So let me know what you guys think of this. I like it. I think it works well, and I'm going to continue to use it just because it's honestly spoiled me with the brightness. I don't need a sunshade, but all the images that I've taken where I was outside demoing this, that was all with the Osmo Pocket, the Osmo Action. So let me know what you think of the video quality with that. I'm actually really impressed with that. I'm gonna wait until all these reviews settle down a little bit before I launch mine. I really want to take my time and really think about it and compare it to my GoPro 7 Black to see if it's really worth it, but that'll be coming later on next week. But for anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, stay original.